Hello, 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 everybody. It is your baby mama, Kitty Lane, from the Peninsula in Virginia. Let's go back, try that again. Still trying to get adjusted. I don't know how I do. Welcome aboard, everybody. I am Mama Cougar, aka Kitty Lane, that baby boomer, from the Peninsula in Virginia. Welcome in the den, here in the castle of Create and Relate. How is everyone today? I ask that when you step into the room, please don't forget to clock in with your thumbprint. And if you're catching this on replay, that just means you're here on a different shift. So likewise, please remember to clock in with your thumbprint. Please forgive me, I got a little bit of a cough today. But it's okay, we're going to make our way through this. I didn't mean to be showing y'all my knees. I apologize. They're pretty knees, though. Baby, how are you? Welcome in the den. Okay, I do have a few things I want to go over with you all. First of all, my breakfast this morning was black cherry chobana, no, black cherry chobani yogurt, Greek yogurt, and chobani mango shake, yogurt shake, and a bottle of water. Yes, I did have a bottle of water. Have I had my coffee yet? No, not yet. I've not had my coffee yet. I am going to get it in a little while, but not right now. Drink. I'm 2/3 done with my second bottle of water. So I got that done. And if you're hanging in here with me or catching this on replay, please drop me an egg in the comment section. It can be a boiled egg, a fried egg, a scrambled egg, the word egg. Either is fine. I'd appreciate that. Now we're going to go into our focus for this week. Before we get into that, I want to say it's good to be back. I had fun. I had fun over the holidays, but we're going to get into that part a little later. I just wanted to say it's good to be back. Okay, so our focus, I don't know if you can see everything that's around me, but we have an array of yarn. Guys, I have been busy. I have been very, very, very busy. Baby, you would be proud of me. My stack of completed items is almost, it's in front of my dresser, and it's almost coming up to the top of my dresser. And this is what I've done over the past 2 weeks. I pulled an item down because I wanted to show it to you. So a little while ago, I was notified that I was being challenged. Juan and I were being challenged to make something out of this beautiful yarn that was being sent to us. What happened, the yarn was purchased for a blanket. and the project fell through. So the individual wanted to keep some of the yarn, but she had no idea what she wanted to make with it. So she reached out to creators, to people that she knows are designers and creators. Hello, Vivian, how are you? So she reached out to two of us creators, and she challenged us to make something with it that we didn't typically make, like no hat and scarf, no cowl, no blanket. She wanted something different. She wanted to see what she could possibly do with what she had left. So I think Juan decided he was going to make a poncho, and he went to get more yarn to make his poncho. Cool. I can't wait to see it personally. I really can't, because I know it's going to be amazing. Well, if you remember, I have grandchildren. They were introduced to you all last week. My granddaughter is always getting things from Grandmother to crochet. Um, my grandson, however, always asks for things, but he doesn't really get a lot of things. So what I decided to do was make my grandson a vest. I got the yarn on the 3rd. The package had actually gone to the wrong address, and my daughter went down and got it. So I got the yarn on the 3rd. I started on it about 6 o'clock um, Friday evening. I worked on it until about 9, where I got just about all of the back panel done. This is done in panels. So I got just about all of the back panel done. And when I woke up Saturday morning, I was determined that I was going to get as much as I possibly could get done. And I was able to do both the front panels, the ribbing to the bottom, add the buttons, and outline the armholes and the neck. Put it on, and I thought I was done. For the most part, I was. I did what we originally set out to do. So for the most part, it was done. And then his mom said, give him a pocket. So I added the pocket yesterday. I added the pocket yesterday. So this is what we have. He has a vest. And I'm excited. I am so excited. And she said, I passed the challenge. So, and I can tell you what we used. What I got was a caramel macchiato cake. It is a 5 weight. I used the 6.5, the Susan Bates 6.5 hook. It calls for a 6.0. A 6.0, I think, would have been a little rigid. I did make it bigger than my grandson because I want him to use it for a while. I want it to be something. And I even thought about the future. You know how big sisters, when they're not big sisters anymore, when the younger brother gets to be bigger than the big sister and she wants to grab something that he wears just to feel the comfort. So I figure by the time he has that growth spurt that puts him over her, she'll be snatching the vest and wearing it because it's her brother's. And by then it will have his imprint all in it. Um, it says hand wash. And I'm assuming it's lay flat to dry because it has a no dry. It has an extra to dry, no dry cleaning, no ironing. Yes, hand wash, lay flat to dry. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. He does not have an aversion to wool. It is the macchiato cake, like I said, and the color is Nourish. Nourish. It was absolutely beautiful to work with. This is the second experience I've had with the macchiato cake. I made a bag with the one that I got before. I went into Michael's and I saw them, and I picked up the latte color, and it's like when I touched it, I saw the bag, and I did not have, it was $13.99, I believe, and I didn't have the money to get it right then. The lady standing next to me asked me what would I make with it, and I told her I would make a bag. I said, for some reason, I just see a bag. Sometimes that happens. You know, you can touch uh, the color or something, and you just automatically see what it's supposed to be. Y'all, please excuse me. Meals on Wheels to see. I'll be right back. Just a minute. Thank you. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry y'all got to see me crawl on the bed. Whew. Okay, so we were talking about the macchiato cake. Thank you. Ah, okay, that's better. Um, Guys, it is 101 here at 12 o'clock. This is not even the hardest part of the day. This heat is unreal. It is unreal. But that is the only make I'm going to show you for the day. The pile is growing massively, but I like to try to save those until Saturday. For those who didn't see it today, I am going to show it again on Saturday. But I did want to share that with you because of the fact that it was a challenge. My focus for the rest of this week, this is a corner to corner that was recently started. It's a scrap corner to corner. I have a whole line of scrap balls behind me. And what we're going to do is just grab and put it up here. It looks kind of festive to me. I didn't have a ball band for this, but something about this just says like festive. And then I looked at the fact that we had the watermelon and I want to say mint. It's too green to be an aqua or a teal, but it looks like it has a hint of blue to it. The black is mainstay, and I would say this is red heart. It feels a little abrasive. I know once it gets washed, it's going to be fine. Um, this is the red heart, that big $5 ball. I think the colorway was green pea, and it was 4 worsted weight. I forgot how many yards it was, but it was the huge balls that like covered your face. I had this color waiting to go in. I decided that I'm not going to do a throw right now for my scooter. It's 101 degrees outside. I don't need a throw right now. I can do a throw in a day and a half, maybe 2 days. So if it comes to the fact of me needing a throw when it gets cooler, we'll make that happen. The bag that I made it long enough, longer than the bag I had before, so that when I'm riding down the street and I am wearing a dress, it covers the front of me. So I don't have to worry about anybody seeing my thighs. So these are what I have left of the Premier Just yarn that I use for the other items on my scooter. I have a bag that I put grocery bags into, and I have the bag that is, I call it like a utility bag that has all of my things in it, like my keys, a slot for my phone. It has a little trash can in it. My EpiPen is in there. Um, Cream for my hands. Those types of things that I need when I'm on my scooter. But of course, we have I believe it's rose. I should know these colors by now. Rose, lemon, which looks more like butter to me. I'm just checking to see if I'm right. Yep, it's lemon. And storm. And we also have the light gray, which I've used most of, and this is all we have left of that. But all of that for right now is going to be going into this. Like I said, I have a whole line of little balls behind me. This came with another gift of yarn that I got recently, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Something is screaming baby blanket. So I might put that on the list of things to work on. When I took the scooter lap gan off, I put cotton shawl up there because I've got 1.5, 2. I got 2.5 cones of cotton here. I have 2 totes full of cotton, and I would love to make a little breezy summer shawl, poncho, something to use this cotton. I think it would be very pretty. I think these colors together are very pretty. You have I don't think the colorway is in either one of them. Nope. But you have like the mint and then the lighter mint. And then you got your yellow and oranges here, which looks like a candy corn. It's cute, I think, still. And I just think it would be really precious together. I would do this as the neck and the border across the bottom, and I would interchange the greens throughout. So I put that on the list. I also added to the list the wrap. This is weight. This is a very thin yarn, which is challenging, but I want to make a wrap with it. Or, hey, Trish, how are you? Oh my goodness. How are you? I wanna try to make a wrap with this. But I want to try to knit it, guys. I want to try to knit just a basic wrap with this. And they don't have colorways to them. This is how I got them. These were gifted as well. I can tell you that they're very soft. They don't feel like cotton. They feel like acrylic. but they feel like an acrylic blend, and I'm not sure what they're blended with. But I think these colorways are absolutely gorgeous. I'm good. I am good. I'm um I'll share something that happened to me Friday. Um in just a moment. So that those are the things that I'm going to be kind of working back and forth with over the next couple of days and see if I can actually get one of them finished. I know that I'm not going to be able to finish this, but I'm pretty sure I would probably be able to do this up kind of quickly. And this is like a day and a couple of hours of work. So we all know how corner to corners work up. So I'm pretty sure that'll get done kind of quickly, definitely before the end of the week. Um, my list, my list is like really, really dwindling. This was the list last week. You see those big squares there? Those were things that were finished last week. And so far this week, we've completed one, two, three, four items. I told y'all I've been working. The pile over there shows it. I've really been working on some things, and I'm proud of myself for getting the whips down. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 items on our list now, which I don't think is bad because I keep adding things to the list. And I think that's good. I think that's good. One of the things that happened, I had a purple blanket on the previous list, and I had my birthday blanket. Well, I want my birthday blanket to be purple. And so what I chose to do was blend the two together. If you remember, I was making those petals, and I wanted 63 petals put together to make a light covering for me because I can't sleep under heavy stuff. So, so far we have 11 of those made and put together, and they're all purple. Okay, healthometer. Here we are. I've lost 2 more pounds. I went to the doctor this morning, and I am 2 pounds down. They need to reassess their nurses or retrain them because this is the second time I've gone to the doctor that they told me my blood pressure was through the roof, and the doctor comes back and checks it, and it's fine. The last time the lady told me it was 180 over 108. This morning, the lady told me it was 164 over 92. The last time when Danielle checked it, Danielle is my doctor, it was 128 over 74. Today she checked it again. It was 128 over 68. So she's like, I don't know where they're getting these readings from. I'm like, I know. I don't know what they're doing. The last lady held the cuff as it was expanding, and she took it like way over the limit. I mean, it was squeezing my arm so bad. And the lady today, she would get it to a point, not sure what she had. Instead of releasing it and starting all over, she just kept adding the pumps to it. And even when it came to the last pump, um, the diastolic pump, which is the bottom number, she was adding, trying to make sure she got that. And I'm like, this is going to be so wrong. And you don't want to talk them through how to do it because we as patients are supposed to be dumb. They don't like to know that we know their job or that we once had their job. They don't like to hear that, especially the younger ones. Bless their hearts. So, all in all, I had a good visit today. I'm really excited about the 2 pounds. And you would think losing weight, my niece would say, hey, Let's smile and get through the day. We happy. We got a little less weight on us. My knees all day have been saying, girl, if you don't get somewhere and sit down, I'm going to sit you down. But I'm pretty sure being that we've had the weather that we've had, that has a lot to do with the knees. Now, for the sad news, which is okay, it's okay. I did suffer second degree burns on Friday. I did something crazy, guys. I My daughter and I have fallen in love with the marketplace cheddar and broccoli soup. And like I said, most of the things I do are done right here from my bed. We heated it up in the microwave for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 piping hot minutes. I put it in a flat bottom bowl, hoping to balance it, to stabilize it. Put it back on the bed so that it wouldn't tilt. And I got on the bed. And it tilted. And it threw a right good amount out over my hand. So my ring finger and my pinky got burned. Guys, it's like I could feel it sizzling. But I'm so thankful that, I have family here in the house with me because I could not move fast enough to do what I needed to do. I knew what to do, but I couldn't move fast enough to do it. My grandson came right away. He got the paper towels for me. I had a bottle of water. I try to keep water around me. I laid the paper towel over it and I poured it on it. I didn't try to wipe anything dry because I'm pretty sure I probably would have taken skin off. And I asked him to go get me some ice. I'm from the country, but I don't use butter. I know better. Instead of going to get the ice, he went and woke his mama up. He said, Mama, can you please get some ice for grandma? She burned herself. My daughter, bless her heart, went and got a few cubes of ice and brought them in here. And she was like, what happened? I told her. And she was like, Mom, I know. I know. We're not going to fuss at Mama. We're just going to get this fixed for right now. And I have one of the best doctors in the world because I text her right away and let her know. And the one thing she told me, the two things she told me, she said, stop the ice. It's too much of a shock to the burn. Just use cool water and get you some aloe. And I called my oldest daughter, who lives right around the corner, and she brought aloe over right away. And because of the quick actions of all of us, the calmness that we maintain and the quick actions, it's not bad. She looked at it today. She was like that very easily. Could have been a third, maybe fourth degree burn because with it being cheese, it stuck and it was still cooking. So I've not lost any skin. The blistering is very low. It's not like the big blister that you can get. So the quick actions really helped a lot. I'm noticing the discoloration here, and that is one of those little low blisters. I had to take my ring off because, of course, it's blistered above the ring, below the ring, and then over in the crevice here and along the lower section of the pinky. But all in all, I am still able to crochet, and it halted everything for a moment, but then we got back to business and I'm able to get things done and I'm happy about that. So it was a scary thing, but it wasn't a huge thing. And I'm just thankful that it wasn't any worse than it was. So, yay. Oh boy. Now we're at the point that I need that second emoji. What do I want today? I want a cat, a lion, a tiger, a house cat, the word cat, or the word liger, Liger. I love ligers. I absolutely love ligers. So if you drop that for me in the comment section, I would definitely appreciate it, whether you're here now or you're catching it on replay. All right. I know that a lot of people keep asking me what happened to the wedding blanket. The wedding blanket is sitting over there. You will be seeing it on Saturday. I think that was my biggest accomplishment because I got to a point that I got super frustrated. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you. But I got to a point that I got super frustrated because I couldn't get my count, my stitch count right. On the row prior to, I had 197 stitches. No, 193 stitches, which meant that I was supposed to have 197 on the round that I was on each side, 197 on each side. And it kept coming up 201. So I kept adding 4 stitches somewhere, and I told myself, I said, you know what? It's just going to be. And when I got halfway the other side, I just couldn't let it slide like that. I couldn't do it. So I had to frog all of that back. Mind you, 201 stitches and then 100 more. So 300 stitches had to be frogged all the way back. Doesn't sound like a lot, but then when you do it again and you come up with 101 again and you have to frog that, now we're up to 500 stitches. And you do it again and you come up with exactly 200 stitches. So you have to frog that. Now we're up to 700 stitches. You see what I'm saying? The process was repetitious, and I kept trying to. It was like, what am I doing? Where are these extra stitches coming from? So I counted the section below it. Once again, 193 stitches. So where am I adding stitches? I finally figured it out. I finally figured it out. And I was able to, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't sleep too good last night, but I was able to complete the design element and get the last 2 rounds on it, with the last round being a new border that I never tried. I have a blanket in timeout as well because the stitch is coming. Exactly. Exactly. And it's frustrating. It's really, especially when you get your mind focused on working on that project, and then you look up and nothing is, well, not nothing, but this one little section. I think if nothing was working, I think if, you messed up on this side and you fix that, and then you mess up on the next side, you fix that, you mess up on, I think if it was that type of thing, then it's just your mind saying, hey, you need to put this down. But when it's just one little part of it that keeps going wrong, that's user error to me. And I want to know what's wrong with me that I can't get this right. But I got it right, and we got the border on it, and I'm super excited. I am super excited about it. I really, really am. Oh, yes. There's another item on the list that I think I'm going to scratch from the list, and it's a crossbody bag. It's for me. I'm thinking about it. Excuse me. And I'm asking myself, do I really, and then people who know me are like, yes, you don't make anything for yourself. Everything that you have on that list that you want to make for yourself, you need to make it. I don't know. I don't know still. I'm weighing the options with that. Now, let me tell you about our 4th of July, just one little section. Well, I don't know, because we had meatball subs. I don't know where she came from, but I am so happy the Almighty used me as a vessel to get her here. My daughter and her cooking skills. Oh, glory. The woman can cook. Okay. The woman can make magic happen in the kitchen. The meatballs served two dishes for me because I can't eat a lot at one time. I ate that meatball sub though. I did. I did. I ate the meatball sub. And the next day I had mashed potatoes, meatballs, and gravy. And she said, if you want to make you another sub, there are meatballs in there with the marinara sauce in them as well. Y'all, my mouth is watering, remembering the meatballs. This is sad. They were so delicious. But the exciting part of the fourth is the fact that my daughter went in the bathroom. She stayed in there for a long time. I heard all this water running, and I'm saying to myself, there goes the water bill. There goes the water bill. I stress, I worry, y'all. And I shoulders slumping the longer I hear the water running. And she finally comes out of the bathroom with this tote. And it's about a third full of water and water balloons. So she says, Mama, you coming outside with us? At first I declined. I was like, no. And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She said, I was thinking I'd put you in the wheelchair instead of you getting your scooter wet. That'll work. That'll work. And we had three little water pistols around here. Three little bitty ones. I was like, I got those. Those are mine. Those are mine. I was soaking everybody. Pew, 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 pew. All of us were soaked, but we had so much fun. And you know, when you tell kids afterwards it's time to clean up and they turn the cleanup into a game, then you know they had a delightful time. The babies got out there and they were racing to get to the little pieces of balloons. But we got all of that picked up, and I was using the extra water that was in the tub to refill the little water pistols that I had. You know, it's just a matter of popping back off and laying it in there and letting it fill up, put the top back on it. Y'all, we had so much fun. I cannot tell you how much fun we had. I just can't express it. And that brings my heart joy. You know, we can all get together and all of us on the same page and having the same amount of fun together. It really felt good. It really, really, really felt good. I'm still excited about that. I am. As far as a joke of the day, I'm gonna take it back. I know you heard it, but it tickled me so bad I have to say it again. What happens when you tase an inmate? You shock a Khan. Woo, y'all. I'm gonna remember that for a long time. I am. Okay, I also wanted to show you that we have started on our list of questions for Thursday. No, see, I said Thursday. This is next Thursday's question. This Thursday's questions are already over there, already been ready. Yeah, I am so ready for y'all. I really am ready for you all. Okay, about the other channels that have been mentioned, please do not forget to go visit Michelle at Yes Michelle Crochets. She is still adding to the Cozy Encyclopedia. Every week on Wednesdays, she's dropping a word about the codes, about the addition to the encyclopedia. She's done everything from the slip stitch to the treble. I think this week, if I'm not mistaken, it's the half double foundation crochet. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's phenomenal. She anatomically breaks the stitch apart, tells you what each section is for, shows you how it looks with the left hand and the right hand, and it's amazing how she does that. The fact that she has taken the time to research this on that level to bring it to us, to make it not just a stitch anymore, not just a project anymore. It's a stitch with a purpose. It's a project with a purpose. And for her to do that for us and so lovingly and graciously present it, it's amazing. On Saturday mornings, she has what's called the Stitch Circle, where you can just bring your project in and work on it. It's a little bit formatted. So she comes back on Saturday evenings and does what's called the Yarn Cafe, the Yarn Bistro. The Yarn Bistro is laid back. You can let your hair down. Same concept as Saturday morning, but it's a lot more relaxed. So you definitely want to check those out on Mondays. She comes and just gives us tidbits of information about things that we can be 12-week programs. Um, we recently had things that we could work on over the summer. She's into wearables. She will point out places you can go to get wearables books that you might want to acquire. She's very much our information source. So don't sleep on her. Go check her out. We all know Juan, our big brother Juan. Juan, I think he keeps all of us motivated. Juan um, does the Whip It with Juan, the cake, the date night, the Monday live, the members live, the podcast. He dibbles in all of it, and he does it so eloquently. Don't sleep on one. No, I'm telling you, it is so much fun. And I found this young lady early in my YouTube journey, and I was drawn to her because she is ADHD as well. I mean, her title even says so. It's, excuse me, Crochet ADHD. And her name is Jackie. And she recently had a crochet along called Hands Across Glam Erica. Hands Across Glam Erica. And what you do is crochet 2 8-inch squares and send them to her. There is Lori. Okay, I understand. I understand. But what she does is open up a window for you to crochet the 2 8-inch squares and send them to her. The goal, excuse me, the goal is to put a blanket together using one of each submission's square. With the second square, there will be a drawing, and one person will get the second squares to put together as they please. Then it's a matter of seeing how these two minds are working. Are they going to be put together kind of similarly? Are they, is one person going to be in slot 13 on both blankets? Are they going to use the slot 13? How are they going to do this? So that I think is pretty cool. And then we have another one, Miss Tina. Miss Tina was the first person who reached out to me when I started on YouTube, who told me, baby, you need to develop a playlist. I understand about the blanket and timeout, Vivian. Last summer, I had a blanket that was almost, yes, yes. But, yeah, my mind went left just then. It went so far left. But yes, Miss Tina was the first one who told me to get a playlist. And I appreciate her for it because it forced me to look more. That was my first deep dive into doing more with the video than just putting it out there, and then it made me think about what I wanted each video to be about. Yes, Glamerica um, is, yeah, I thought I had finished that when I was saying that she's going to take one square and make a blanket, and then she's going to send the other one out. She's going to do a drawing and decide um, from that where the other blanket is going. And it will be interesting to see how the two blankets, she said that she's getting more squares than she thought. So it might end up being three blankets. She's not sure because she's going to make one. So she might divvy up the other ones and send out two sets. So, um, back to Jackie. She's got another crochet along coming up starting in August. Guys, I so want to be a part of this, but I have not committed to it. I have not committed to it. But the theme of it is thank you for being a skin. It's the Golden Girls. She is very much into the 80s. Her handle is Crochetty HD. That's CROCH8080 and then HD. Khadijah, why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? I'm so happy you're here. You know that. I am so, so happy that you're here. It's okay. It's okay. Life happens. Plus, I understand with you all situation. I love you. I understand. I'm a round person too. Hey, I understand. And I wish I had the means to get you here in this apartment so that you could be cool. I do. I really, really do. That tears my spirit apart. Camille, we still have the Stitcher Good donation blankets going on. I have completed two. One was showcased last week. Number two is laying in front of me. Number three is being worked on. And Number 4 is almost done. Number 4 was supposed to be number 3, but I decided to reverse them. But if push comes to shove, I'll make I'll keep number 3 as number 3 and send it out. If I have to keep it that way, I will. But it's over there. Uh, and then Lori and Lexi, we just completed the Here Comes the Sun, which is the magical make along that Lexi is hosting. That was the theme for May and June. July and August is a collaboration between Lori and Lexi. And I think the name of it was Lazy Ways Coming Off the Holidays. Am I right about that, Lori? I know she's busy, but I think that's what it was called, Lazy Ways Coming Off the Holidays. If not, go check out Lexi's channel at Helix Stitchcraft and pull the information from there. Or check with Lori, being that she is collabing with Lori. You might as well go over there and get your story for the day as well. I'm just saying. Love my twin and stitches. Okay, and that is who I have on my list. That is who I have on my list. Next week's, I already got next week's list pulled up. Here comes the sun. Doobie doobie. Here comes the sun. Yes. Was I not supposed to say that? I have to. Um, you're amazing. Um, so a little bit of help for me. So when I do my crochet with Kitty, um, lazy days, holiday craze. All holidays count, including vacation items, because holiday means vacation elsewhere. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. A question literally scratched the inside of my frontal lobe. And I think it grew wings and flew away instantly. It was right there. That's concerning. Okay, so I got Michelle One, Jackie Tina, Camille, Lori, and Lexi. Oh, including vacation. Holidays, all holidays count, including vacation items. Oh, oh, oh. What I was saying, when I do the crochet with Kitty, there is a local artist who is on YouTube. I am able to have his music in the background. Guys, he has such a beautiful voice, but I'm able to have his music in the background without getting a copyright strike because he has given me permission to use his music. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. I think he has 4 songs out. So yeah, it's like, yay, yay. His name is OC Alexander. OCIE is OC, and then Alexander, if y'all want to look him up. Guys, if you want to keep your brain sharp, do like I did the other day. Get you a couple of pieces of paper. I use one. Go down one side and write down every state that you can remember. And then go back and add the state capitals. And what am I going to do next? I'm going to look up their population. Oh, Khadija. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think my brain just takes vacation. I do. It comes back. It comes back. But the thing what I want to do is look up 1963 and find out the state's population for 1963. That's useless information for real. I do miss you. Nothing to admit. It's written all over my face. I do miss you when you're not here. Just like I miss my sister when she's not here. But she did tell me that she wasn't going to be here today. If I'm acting like a fish out of water, it's because my sister's not here. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, this is something I wanted to show you. I think you all can I reach it? I think you all remember that part of my focus as a grandma is to teach the grandbabies economics, um, how to live financially out here in the world that's trying to take everything away from us. So we're trying to get them to build their work ethics. So each has a chore chart. That's the little man's, and that's the little ladies. And of course, we got the little hole in the box because I do everything in pencil because this was on paper. And we kept a pencil and an eraser in the box so we wouldn't have to hunt for it. After they complete a chore, they check off the list. Their chore chart has been upgraded. I wanted to get a dry erase board for each one of them, but it didn't, so this is what I came up with instead. You can have your hers up top and his down the bottom. Everything is red, it's everything that's supposed to be done every day. His in blue, everything that's supposed to be done every day. We have options down here where they can earn a little more money. Each project is worth $5. So they can earn up to, I think it's $65, $70 on the day. Now, the reason I say every day is like there's one year where he has to clean the scooter. My scooter doesn't have to be cleaned every day. So that's kind of an extra on the day that you do it. It's not like all trash. All trash has to be emptied every day. Kitchen trash can, laundry room trash can, mom's room, mom's bathroom, grandma's bathroom. They have to be emptied every day. So on the days that they do everything, they give us a check mark. Now this list is different in that it's laminated I had way too much fun doing that. I drew it out, got everything listed up there, got all of my codes in place because of the green. That means they get time and a half for those days. They get time and a half from Friday and Saturday. Their weeks actually start on Friday. So, but I wrote it out like a calendar so that they wouldn't get confused. I'm sorry. And of course, they're not here. They leave Sunday evenings and they come back either Tuesdays, Tuesday evening or Wednesday early in the day. I'm not sure when they're coming back. I think they're coming back probably around 2:30, 3 o'clock today. It's real hot over here, and bless your heart. Like I said, I wish there was a way that I could get you here just to soak up some of this air. Because I think that's cruel and unusual punishment that you all are going through. That just, but yeah, so they have a board now. This was just this amongst all the crocheting I've been doing, I was able to do this and get it done for them. One of the things, I don't know where I put it. I think I threw it over on the pile because it was considered a finished object. I made a pen holder for them for their dry erase pens. So they have that as well. I told y'all I've been busy. The girl has been busy. So that is where we are. Um, I covered everything. I saw this on TikTok, so I did it. I said that because you said you felt like I know, I know, I know, but I still wish that there was a way that we could put. I did, yeah. I saw this on TikTok and decided I wanted to do one too, and now it has become the biggest craze in my household. So that is where we are there. Guys, I am not going to hold you any longer. I really am not. Know that I love each and every one of you. But the biggest thing is for each one of you to love yourselves because self love is the greatest love of all. And you can't love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. You deserve the best. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody. I love you.